Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on the New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave division rivals stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news. Now guys, what I'm about to share with you is really something that could turn the tides for the Giants in the coming months. It's not just a rumor, it's a potential game changer, and it involves a superstar wide receiver that many of you have probably been dreaming about for a while now. Yes, I'm talking about Cooper Kupp. And no, this isn't just some idle speculation. The NFL rumor mill has been buzzing, and what's being discussed is the possibility of Kupp landing in New York. Don't worry, not through a simple signing but via a trade. And honestly, this could be one of the most significant moves of the season if it happens. Let's back up a bit and understand the current context. The Giants, as we all know, started the season with high hopes, but things haven't gone exactly as planned. After a tough loss to the Chargers in Week 4, they managed to scrape out a win, but it came at a very high cost. Malik Neighbors, their promising young receiver, suffered a season-ending torn ACL. That's a huge blow to the team's offense, especially considering how much they've been relying on him to develop into a key weapon. Neighbors was showing flashes of brilliance, and losing him for the year leaves a major gap in their receiving core. And let's be honest, the room right now is a bit underwhelming. Wan'Dale Robinson and Darius Slayton are decent options, but they're not the kind of players who can carry an offense, especially when you're trying to help a young quarterback like Jackson Dart grow and thrive at this level. The Giants are in a tricky spot because, with Neighbors out, they need to find a reliable target, someone who can step in immediately and make an impact. That's where the idea of bringing in a veteran like Cooper Kupp comes into play. And folks, this isn't just some random suggestion, it makes a lot of sense from a strategic standpoint. Now you might be asking, how realistic is this? Kupp is coming off a tough start with the Seahawks, right? And you're correct. After being released by the Rams in March, Kupp was quickly signed by Seattle on a 3-year, $45 million deal. But let's be honest, he hasn't quite lived up to the hype so far. Through 4 games, he's only caught 15 passes for 162 yards and hasn't scored a single touchdown. That's not what you'd expect from a guy who led the league in receptions, yards, and touchdowns just a couple of seasons ago, right? But as we all know, Kupp is a proven commodity. His route running, his ability to get open, and his football IQ are elite. Even now, at 32, he can still be a major spark plug for an offense. And here's the thing, the Giants are not just looking for a stopgap. They want someone who can elevate their passing game and give Dart a real chance to succeed. With Neighbors out, they need a reliable target. And Kupp, even with his current stats, offers experience, leadership, and a proven track record of making big plays in clutch moments. Remember, Kupp is a guy who has over 900 receiving yards and 58 total touchdowns in his career, and he's been named to the Pro Bowl and first-team All-Pro multiple times. He was the Offensive Player of the Year in 2021 and even finished third in MVP voting that same year. That kind of pedigree is exactly what the Giants need right now. So how could this trade work? Well, the Seahawks, sitting at 3-1 and tied at the top of the NFC West, are in a good position. They're a playoff hopeful team, and it's unlikely they'll trade away a key player like Kupp unless the right offer comes along. But here's the thing, Seattle also has Jackson Smith-Njigba stepping up, and they've added veteran quarterback Sam Darnold, so they're not exactly desperate to move Kupp. Still, in the NFL, things are always fluid. If the Giants present a compelling package, especially considering their cap space, around $9 million this year and $4 million for next year, they might be able to craft a deal that works for both sides. And let's not forget about the potential impact. For the Giants, adding Kupp would be a massive boost. It would give Dart a true veteran with a nose for the end zone, someone who can run precise routes and create separation in tight coverage. It's exactly what this young quarterback needs to develop confidence and consistency. Plus, it sends a message to the entire division that the Giants are all in to compete, even if their playoff chances are slim this year. They're building for the future and trying to set Dart up for success, and having a proven receiver like Kupp would be a huge step in that direction. Now, folks, I want to emphasize that this isn't just wishful thinking. The NFL trade market is always unpredictable, but Kupp's situation with the Seahawks, combined with the Giants' pressing need at receiver, makes this a real possibility. It's a move that could reshape the NFC East and set the Giants up for a stronger 2026 season. And let's be honest, we all want to see our team make bold moves. Moves that show they're serious about turning things around, about fighting for a playoff spot next year, and about giving Dart the best possible weapons. And here's a little more context for you. The Giants, historically, have always been a team that's not afraid to make big trades if it means improving their roster. Remember back in 2007 when they traded for Plaxico Burress? Or in 2011 when they acquired Brandon Jacobs? Those moves helped them get to the Super Bowl. So when we look at the current situation, with Neighbors injured and the team trying to find an identity on offense, bringing in a guy like Kupp could be that piece that pushes them over the edge. It's about maximizing the window they have now and preparing for the future. But let's also talk about the challenges. It's not just about the cap space, it's about the asking price. The Seahawks will want a fair deal, and it's unlikely they'll give up Kupp for pennies. The Giants will have to be creative, maybe include some future draft capital or find ways to fit Kupp's salary within their cap structure. Still, with the resources they have, it's not impossible. And if the move happens, it could signal the start of a new chapter for the Giants, one where they're willing to go all in for greatness. Now, imagine this, Dart, with a seasoned veteran like Kupp running precise routes and making those clutch catches, the offensive line giving him time to throw, and the entire offense humming along. It's the kind of recipe that could not only turn the season around, but also set the stage for a bright future. And for us fans, it's about hope, about believing that the front office is doing everything possible to bring success back to MetLife Stadium. Finally, I want to remind you all that, despite the rumors and the speculation, nothing is set in stone. The NFL is a league of surprises, and sometimes the most unexpected moves turn out to be the most impactful. Whether Kupp ends up in New York or not, the Giants are clearly looking to make a statement that they're serious about competing, about building a roster that can contend for years to come. It's an exciting time for Giants fans, and I truly believe that whatever happens, it's only going to make our team stronger in the long run. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the New York Giants. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest New York Giants news.